I'm going to take and add a little touch of yellow ochre to it. So we've got the sienna and the brown. Add a little bit more of each. There. Now, I'm just going to go down here to the bottom of the canvas and just have some fun. Just pull that across.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of A Tribute to Mastery. I am the painter, and this is my series where I recreate works of art by masters. And right now, I'm doing stuff by Bob Ross. I've already covered the canvas in a layer of white, so we're just jumping straight into it. I'm using the usual suspects for paint, being brown, as you can see here, yellow, green, blue, white, and red. Doing our sky, so we're covering this whole part here in brown. We're gonna go in here and mix in a bit of red. This is a very unique color decision. We're just gonna go with it and see what happens. And using that little brush, we're gonna get a little bit of yellow in there, and we're going to just go over and we'll paint. This brush is still dirty, we've got a little bit of yellow, and we're gonna do this part all with it. Easily go over it just like this. We don't necessarily want this all to be one color, so we're gonna try to not mix them too much. However, it would probably take quite a while for these to actually be one color. Alright, I think that's looking good for now. Just the base of our painting, so we're just gonna clean out our brush as much as possible. And then we're gonna go in about here, and we're gonna start putting in some white for our clouds. Just like this. Easily mixing them in. We want it to seem like there's almost like sort of like a layer of them all around the sky, like overcast. And we do not want to make do with big strokes. We sort of did that with the sky itself, but we don't want to do that with the clouds because it won't have the right texture. Doing it this way is much better for this specific technique. We don't do clouds that often here. However, whenever we do, it's quite nice. It's one of my favorite things. Do you have a favorite aspect of these paintings? If you do, I'd love to hear it. And now we're gonna go with some brown, mix it with a bit of red, make this dark red color. More brown. We're just gonna go in about here and start placing in what's gonna be the back of some trees and stuff. We can easily go in with some more paint if we need it. We don't want our colors to be too dark because we're going to go in here with our brown, get it right there, and then we're going to just drop in some little branches and stuff right here, right in the middle, all around it. Maybe this one big one here can be Robert. I don't know. We'll have to see if we add any more big tall trees, and then we'll decide. Or not. If I don't bring it up again, that one can be Robert. Maybe we can go in with our brown here and just start putting in stuff for some big old trees. Maybe one right here too, one here. You can easily go in here and add some leaves to them. Mostly using white. But when it gets about up to the clouds, we do want to add a bit more right in here. Can even put in a little bit more in here. And of course we're doing some layering. Maybe we can even go right here and fish right here, maybe? Yeah. And we can just, oh hello. What a good girl. What a good anomaly. And now what we're doing here, I think we can, this is a nice little place, so why don't we go in here and add a little house. Sometimes I wish making houses in real life was as easy as it is making them in paintings. If it was, I feel like there would be a lot more people that have places to live, at least, you know. Sure, a lot of the time, people that don't have homes have them for reasons other than there's just not a house available. But, you know, it would make it at least a little bit easier. Now I think we're just gonna, let's go with some snow, why not? We have a nice cloudy day. You can even go right here and just easily put that in there too. I wish I would stop dropping things. That'd be amazing. Now we can go in with our blue and add some windows. Why not? I haven't added a little chimney. Now, of course, we go back in with the brown and we can maybe add a little bit around it. Maybe some shrubbery. We haven't had Mist Wisp in a hot minute. If this goes the way I think it will, then we might have to bring her back in for this. Have a little rocky area, maybe. Something like that. Right in there. And then maybe we can go in here and add a little fence right there. And just like that, we have something for stuff to grow out of. A little field. And of course, we're gonna go in here with it, and we're adding more color variation, all that good stuff. And fun thing about this is we can easily go in here with it. We can add some little sprigs of stuff growing right there with our paintbrush, because of the way that it's angled. Oh, hello. Once again, since you're here, what do you think we should add? Some more grays. Well, okay, that makes sense. I guess we can do that just for you. You heard her, guys. We need to add in some more grays. I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. And we can easily go in here and try to halfway fill out where our ground is. Then we can easily go in and maybe make some little patches of other things. Dead grass, maybe. Like I said with the fan brush, that makes this part quite easy to make. I've never really seen anybody use the fan brush quite the way that I do, so it's nice. Try new things. I've only been to Nebraska like once, but this kind of reminds me of it. At least winters and all that, and the farmlands and all that. Know what I mean? At least if you've been to a farm in general, you might. Maybe we'll add a couple more fences. Really push this out into the sticks, as they say. Where do they go? Why are they here? I don't know. All I know is they're here now. Maybe whatever they originally were there for is kind of halfway been worn away. Wouldn't surprise me if that's the case. The easiest way to add highlight color is we'll just put in the white and then layer in the ones on top of it like that. And then of course we go in with the brown and just like that, we're able to push this into the background. Maybe we'll put in some more reds. We need some more red in here. It's amazing what just a couple of little strokes of other colors can do to your painting. Take it from kind of blah to dynamic. Now sometimes I wonder what's easier, making something based off of another painting, because then you have the worry of what if this doesn't look quite as good as it could. Or you could do something based just sort of your own work, which is not always an option. But there is always this could. Then again, there's the same struggle of this could be better, which is at least for a creative type like me in general, from what I've seen, that's a struggle that you'll kind of have to deal with either way. What is it? What is it? Oh, is this some sort of alarm signal? Has something horrible happened? Probably not. I'll bet you're just bored, aren't you? There's someone in the other room, isn't there? Oh, now you're just yawning. Like that didn't happen. What a creature you are. I've got an idea for this. Why don't we go about here with it, and we can just easily add some smoke coming out here at the top of the chimney here, and it fades out up here just like that. Doesn't that look nice? I quite like this painting. I like it when these paintings, you got them in there. They're all more or less monochrome except for a couple exceptions. Anyway, where do you think we should send the painting, girl? You like it when I do that, don't you? What's that? Ah, well, clearly you guys must have heard what she said too, so I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, I think that's gonna be about it for today's episode of A Tribute to Mastery, or at least the painting. I hope you enjoyed watching me make it as much as I did actually making it. I added a couple little things here and there, so please let me know. Oh yes. Oh wow, she's so active today. But I hope that you enjoyed watching it as much as I did actually making it. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, anything like that, please let me know in the comments. Especially, I'll be able to know especially how much you like it if you did a little thing called liking and subscribing. That would be very much appreciated. But anyway, that's all the time I have for now. So, I will see you all next time. Alright. So long. Farewell. Yoshi also says goodbye.